Most people get interested in stocks when everyone else is. The time to get interested is when no one else is. You can't buy what is popular and do well. The next thing that happens to us is when a great company gets into temporary trouble. We want to buy them when they're on the operating table. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy only when others are fearful. So smile when you read a headline that says, "Investors lose as market falls." Edit it in your mind to, "Disinvestors lose as market falls, but investors gain." Though writers often forget this truism, there is a buyer for every seller, and what hurts one necessarily helps the other. The most common cause of low prices is pessimism, sometimes pervasive, sometimes specific to a company or industry. We want to do business in such an environment, not because we like pessimism but because we like the prices it produces. It's optimism that is the enemy of the rational buyer. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Rule number 1. Never lose money. Rule number 2. Don't forget rule number 1. When forced to choose, I will not trade even a night's sleep for the chance of extra profits. Keep all your eggs in one basket, but watch that basket closely. Diversification is a protection against ignorance. It makes very little sense for those who know what they're doing. We believe that a policy of portfolio concentration may well decrease risk if it raises, as it should, both the intensity with which an investor thinks about a business and the comfort level he must feel with its economic characteristics before buying into it. In stating this opinion, we define risk, using dictionary terms, as the possibility of loss or injury. It's only when the tide goes out that you learn who has been swimming naked. When you combine ignorance and leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. I've seen more people fail because of liquor and leverage being borrowed money. You really don't need leverage in this world much. If you're smart, you're going to make a lot of money without borrowing. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute.